welcome to the Caplexus Capital podcast, where you choose to go beyond theory and into real learning, real careers, and real industry insight. I'm your host, Riya Lashkari, and today we have with us Harshwardhan Pawar as our guest. Hi, Harsh. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, Riya. I'm Harshwardhan, as you said, and I come from a background from engineering. And I got a score of 91.35 in my CAT. So yeah, that's the achievement I right now I'm talking about.
Amazing. So, what made you decide to prepare for CAT?
Uh, so initially, MBA was not was I was thinking, but I was always into business, and I realized how MBA opens up the opportunities, through many, through especially through top B schools. Uh, and when I started, I wasn't a topper or genius. I've been an average, so but still that was a challenge for me. So I like challenges. So that's how I got into CAT preparation for it.
Okay. So how did you eventually structure your preparation for CAT?
Uh, so preparing for it requires a strategy. I realized that after I got some of the guidance through my coaching centers and all. So what I used to do was I divided the study hours for each of the section which was there. Like there are three main sections: con, DLR, and VRC. So 2 hours for each. 6 hours would be my self study, and then rest would be mocks and whatever teachings I get. I joined a coaching institute, so whatever I got taught there, I used to revise that. So, and regular mocks, regular analysis of mocks, those are the most important things to do.
That's true. So what was your biggest challenges when you started preparing or while in between? And how long did
Uh,
you prepare CAT for?
so I think the biggest challenge at the start was guidance and direction. Uh, at the start, it feels very overwhelming when you have a lot to cover and you don't know what direction you need to get in. So that was the biggest challenge, but I tackled that through proper guidance from a coaching institute. So that was something coaching helped me, proper guidance on how I should move forward. And once you have that strategy in mind that yeah, you need to do this to get that outcome, I think it becomes a bit easy to prepare for it. And I prepared for CAT for like engineering ended in May. So after that, I started. So like June, from June, I started June, July, August, September, 5 months. Basically, I prepared.
Okay. So long dedicated
And
days, huh?
yeah, but the actual preparation started like 3 months before. Before that, 2 months were went a lot into, uh, you know, see actually getting what I have to do. And once I was clear with that, then it was good.
That is true. Yeah. So, you mentioned mocks. So, what role did they play in your journey? How did they help you? And what was the consistency when you were giving mocks?
Uh, mocks are mocks are honestly, I think, is the most important things. Uh, Close to the exam, I used to do like more than 5 mocks each day. But obviously, I cannot review everyone, so I used to review like 2 or 3 of them. But I used to give a lot of mocks, and those are actually the things that help you because they help you reflect back and correct whatever mistakes you are doing. You can learn everything, but if you won't apply it, it won't matter. So mocks are the most important thing. After obviously knowledge is important, but applied knowledge is more important, and you need to do a lot of mocks to get a more higher score. And reviewing it also is very
Yeah.
important, taking out where you have done mistakes and not doing the same mistakes again is, I think, that's the only way of moving forward.
That is true. I feel like analyzing and reviewing again and again and just, working upon your mistakes, like not repeating
Absolutely.
the same mistakes. So like what did you do actually? Like I'm curious. So what did you do when you like scored low marks in the mocks? Or like what did you do when there's like fluctuating marks? Uh uh like you get when like in the mock score.
Uh, so for me, the mocks which I was giving was based on the difficulty. At the start, it was a little easier, and then it was tend to go difficult. So I knew my marks were gonna drop, but still I tried to do everything I can. I I do this generally that I only control the things which are in my hand. So all I can do was prepare well, and get more practice in, get more reviewing, and get more mistakes, learn from them, and do not repeat those mistakes. So those are the only things I usually did. But yeah, at one point I feel I was stuck at uh, some scores, and at that time I don't know. I just get out of that phase. Like for a month, my scores were constantly at what do you say, 60s or 70s. Like that is I would say 90 percentile in mocks. So no, even less, 80, 85 something. So I was really frustrated at that time. But yeah, practice is the key. I just consistently did that practice and everything, and it worked out. I improved. So
Yeah, right.
usually you do.
Practice and consistency and discipline.
Yeah, obviously a lot.
Yeah, great. So how did you stay consistent throughout such a long preparation journey? Like, were there times when you were like bored, or when were there times when you were like pissed off and you were like, yeah, I don't want to continue doing this. I need a break.
Yeah, that definitely happens, like when you need a break and something. So for me, having a break is doing some kind of exercise. I'm really into fitness a lot, so whenever I I mean, I can't miss my fitness sessions, so I usually that is my time when I feel like I'm just too frustrated, I'll just take it out on my body. That's how I keep my mind sane. So that's one thing. And I think as the exam dates comes closer, you even evidently feel motivated that you'll have to do better. And I'm always a person who loves competition. So, competing in mocks and competing with uh, co- other coaching students who are also giving the same mocks is al- has always been a good driving factor for me. So I don't think that was a problem for me. That uh, consistency and discipline was not a problem for me. I've trained enough for that.
That's amazing. So basically, fit mind, fit body, you know, itself is a
Yeah,
like,
discipline is the
yeah,
key.
like just disciplined. So what are some mistakes that you made and that others should not make while preparing for CAT?
Uh, Mistake was I took a lot of time in figuring the plan, how I should move, what I need to do. I think I took a proper month for understanding what I need to actually do to crack this exam, and if I shouldn't have taken that much time, but
Oh,
yeah, still did eventually. And then early on, I didn't take mocks very seriously. I just thought that yeah, okay, these are just mocks. So, but as I said, those are the most important point that I understood at the time as the exam got closer. So that was the two mistakes, and yeah, and a bit of overthinking, I would say. These are the
yeah, I
three
think
main big things.
overthinking is like always there.
Yeah, if you're in a competition, you have got many people who are doing much better than you, so you tend to get a little depressed or frustrated, but it's fine.
Agreed. Tell us about the main day, like the main CAT exam day. Were you nervous? Were you excited? What was the feeling, and how did you feel like after you've like come out of the class and you're done with the exam? Tell us all about it.
So exam day, I have this thing like the all the nervousness I have is before the day. On the day, I'm like myself. I just woke up normally, and my exam was the early morning shift. So it was a tiring for early morning. I'm not a early morning kind of person, but uh, I woke up, I went to the exam day, everything happened normally. Went to their exam. I was not that nervous because I was prepared, so I knew what I had to do. But then after the exam, I honestly after the exam ended, I was bored a lot
Or
because
relieved?
before
Oh,
b- yeah, I was really bored because you understand this. Before the exam, I had a routine, everything. Like, I have to study for 6 hours, and then 2 hours I have to do mocks and this all. And now this everything was gone. Suddenly, I had a lot of free time. So that was one of the things that happened after the exam.
okay.
But during the exam, I think everything was pretty much. I would say it was the outcome of my practice. I could have done better, but yeah.
But like, was the waiting time between your the day that you gave exam and the day the real results will be announced? How was that for you, the waiting period?
Nothing. I just enjoyed. I had a lot of time, and for me, for me, I think the most important is when I'm performing. I don't care much about the results. I'm like the kind of person that okay, result will come any day. It will be like I know what I'll get
Okay.
from the how my exam went. So I knew what I was gonna get. So it's fine. It was only a matter of timing, nothing else, no surprises or anything. So it was okay.
So where are you? Like, in which college are you? And
Right now I'm in SDA Bocconi Asia Center
okay,
pursuing IMB.
amazing. So what advice would you give to someone preparing for CAT right now?
Start early, go all the way till the start. Mocks are very important. Don't compare much. Focus on yourself and practice a lot.
Amazing. Okay, so this is a rapid fire round, Harsh. So I hope you are like you'll give us some good crazy answers. But like the first thing that like comes to your mind, just give us that, okay? Just honest, blunt answers we're expecting. So cat in
Uh,
one word.
Stressed.
Okay. Quant, VARC or DILR, your favorite child.
DILR and particularly LR. I love logical. I love logical reasoning. I'm a
Okay.
very logical person.
Okay. 5 a.m. study session or midnight grind.
Midnight grind every day. I'm not a morning person. I never wake up before 9 or 10.
Okay.
Always after. So midnight every in even in college also I used to cover the whole syllabus in one night. So I'm that kind of
It's so
person.
quiet and you can just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Coffee or motivation.
Coffee motivation doesn't last. It's just one day you feel motivated and next day it will be like, oh, I don't want to do this.
That's
Coffee every day. Coffee with water, black coffee,
yeah,
double espresso.
okay. I read somewhere that discipline or motivation, because motivation like there might it not be there the next day, but like discipline, when you have discipline, it's just like you're consistent and you'll achieve your goals. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
honest truth, okay, luck or hard work.
Both. You need luck as well as hard work. You need both.
That's true.
There's no point in choosing one.
Yeah, even I agree. One thing nobody tells cat aspirants.
Uh, if you're going for it, go all the way. Go to a tier one college. There's no point in going in anyone else. There's no point in targeting below the 98, 97. Don't go for it.
If not MBA, then what?
If not MBA as a degree,
Yeah, like imagine like if you were not doing MBA, then what would you be doing right now?
I would probably be. I would probably I'll be. I would have been a software engineer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, engineers.
One message to cat aspirants scoring low in mocks.
Review your mocks. It's very good strategy to review. I think if you'll review it and know where you are doing mistakes and do not repeat it again, you should be eventually improving. That's the logical way. I don't see any how you won't be.
Okay. Uh, one topper habit, one topper habit that you swear by.
I'm sorry, I can't answer that because I'm not a topper, so I wouldn't know the
Or like
answer to
such
that.
big
But
marks in cat, like the amazing percentile.
yeah, but still, it's just 91. Unless it's 100%, it's not the top, right? So
But like what
yeah,
works for you?
uh, that is one thing. For me, whatever I do, unless and until it's 100%, it's not good.
Okay, but
Yeah,
like
the
what one thing that worked for you? Or maybe
what
that works for you.
one?
Maybe, in general, like just that one thing,
Uh, One thing
one
I
habit.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I believe my capabilities are 100%. If I'm not getting through something or I don't have that, that just means I haven't performed well and I'll just have to work better. So it's not like I I have this way of thinking that nothing is beyond my capability for some reason. If I haven't achieved that, that means I haven't worked enough. Otherwise, nothing is impossible, as they say.
So ambitious you are, Harsh. Okay, so that was it. That brings us to the end of today's episode of the Caplexus Capital podcast. A huge thank you to our guest Harshwardhan Pawar for taking out the time to share such valuable insights and experiences with us. Your journey proves that talent plus consistency can truly take you to places. At Caplexus Capital, we believe in going beyond classroom learning and creating real industry awareness to meaningful conversations, practical exposure, and mentorship led growth. And this is exactly what we aim to bring you every episode of this podcast. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. I'm your host, Riya Lashkari, and I'll see you in the next episode with more stories, more insights, and more conversations that help you grow. Until then, keep learning, keep building, and keep moving forward.